Hello everyone, welcome back to Lilac Moon Tarot. Today's pick a card reading are your weekly messages and advice for the week of November 9th through the 15th. If you're familiar with pick a card readings, all the timestamps will be listed down below, so you can go ahead and click on the reading you're interested in. Here we have pile number 1 with Moonstone, pile number 2 with Carnelian, and pile number 3 with Chalcedony. I always suggest take a few moments, take a few deep breaths, focus in on what you want to know for this upcoming week, and go ahead and pause the video if you need to and decide which pile or piles you are drawn to. Like I said, all the timestamps will be listed down below for you, so go ahead and pick the pile you're most drawn to, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile number 1. You all picked the Moonstone. This will be your weekly messages and advice for the week of November 9th through the 15th. We'll start with a few oracle cards and end with some tarot. Just a reminder, these readings are general, so not every message will resonate. Take what does, leave behind the rest. Well, let's get started. First off, you've got the Wombat Spirit. Be at home. This might be a good week to take a day off, spend some time at home. Don't go out at night, kind of a thing. Make sure you're comfortable at home as well. Make sure your home environment is something you do want to come home to, something you want to be in. Your home environment really can set the mood for your mental state and your energy. If you've got too much clutter, too much just stuff built up, it can create a negative mindset, negative feelings, just that negative vibe energy, and you want to clear that out. So make sure that if you are at home a lot, that it's a place you want to be, that it's clean and to your standards, what makes you happy and feel most comfortable at home. Your next card for this week is Take Action. There's something you all need to do, pile number 1. You really need to take charge, take action, move forward. Could have to do with your home. Maybe some of you really need to just get going and start cleaning and make your home environment what it needs to be. If there's something you've been really putting off, whether it's, like I said, cleaning at home or a project you need to get done, some work you need to get done, you need to take action this week. And the cards are really urging you to do this. Your last oracle card says the World. The world is your oyster. No. The World card to me speaks of, I get manifestation from it. Your world is what you create. Your world is what's around you, what you know, what you feel, what keeps you going, right? And the World card, in the eyes of the tarot, is the final card in the major arcana, and that's the ultimate completion of the Fool's journey. So maybe some of you are really coming to the end of a cycle in your life, and this has been a big theme, I feel like, for all the readings that I've been doing for the past few months, is really transformation, ending of cycles, moving towards the new and the new normal. So in moving towards your new normal, make sure that you're manifesting what you want that to look like. Create your world, create your reality. Don't let the world create itself for you. You have the power to influence what you want your life to look like. And maybe you just need to start taking some steps towards that this week. All right, let's look at some tarot for you, pile number 1. Your first card here is your energy this week, and you've got the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you might be off to a little bit of a slow start, especially in any sort of business or financial venture this week. It's just a short delay. Keep that in mind. Don't panic if things don't seem to be panning out right now for you financially or job-wise, especially if some of you are searching for a job maybe. Just keep in mind sometimes it takes time to do these things, to get these things going, especially if you're trying to manifest that dream job or some money or abundance coming your way. Just be patient. Continue working hard. That's what Pentacles are all about, is working hard and patience. As long as you're putting in the work and continually putting in the effort, you will reap the rewards of your hard work. The next card is your block for the week. Your block for this week is the Sun of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. So some of you could be receiving an offer of love. Knight of Cups is often that like knight in shining armor, bringing in the joy and the love that you seek. However, this is a block for you this week. Maybe it's just not the time for you to really be thinking about relationships, and maybe it's because you're so focused on your work or finances right now that any sort of emotional attachment for you right now is just not cutting it. And this person might be very persistent and borderline annoying for you. But sometimes we need to take a break. We need to take some time to enjoy another person's company. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. It could just be a friend wanting to hang out or do something. And maybe you feel bad saying no because you've got this be at home, like I said, and maybe it's just you really want your alone time this week. You want to be at home. You want to get some stuff done around the house, and you really don't feel like going out, and you don't want to hang out with someone, or whether it's in person or virtually at this, point in our lives, a lot of stuff is online. Just be clear with them. Don't beat around the bush. Just be like, hey, I'm sorry, I really just need to get some stuff done around the house, or, get some personal stuff done. Maybe next week we can hang out, next week we can do something. I'm a little, busy at home. And if they understand, then that's great. If they don't, they're probably not the best person for you, or not, an understanding or empathetic friend. It's better to be honest and truthful about how you're feeling. And that's kind of what the Knight of Cups embodies as well. Being honest with your feelings, being mindful of your cup and who you're giving it to and who you're receiving a cup from. Your next card is your advice for this week. You've got the Father of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. You need to be grounded this week, balanced, stable, be mindful of your finances, be in charge of your finances. Even though you've got this delay in like a job or finances coming your way, keep going, because you've got, like I said, the Page of Pentacles here, but then you've got the King of Pentacles. You also have all court cards so far. So there's people in your life here, or you've got very strong earth and water energy in your chart. And you need to just regain control. Slow and steady wins the race. I think of the King of Pentacles as just a very sturdy father figure, very strong, very smart about his finances, very career savvy. Focus on that kind of energy. If you're feeling a little down because a job didn't work out this week, regain your focus. You're here at this Page of Pentacles level. You still have to move through the cycle to get to this King of Pentacles energy. Keep focusing on this. This is your guiding star. This is where you want to be, where you want to go. Keep focus on that. Keep manifesting your dream career, dream financial situation. Keep focused on that. And your outcome end of the week energy here is the Ace of Cups. So like I said, it's literally earth and water signs going on here. But I really like the end of your week being the Ace of Cups, because this is a new offer coming in, a new creative project coming in. Could also be an offer of love again. So maybe the beginning of the week you're really focused on yourself, but by the end of the week you're ready for this Knight of Cups to come in. You're ready for this new emotional venture. You're ready to have your emotions taken care of and be overflowing with love and passion. Keep a balance between your emotions and your groundedness. Because a lot of times we can become so emotional that we're like ungrounded. We become displaced. And we need to keep a balance between being grounded and practical, like the earth signs, and kind of going with the flow and feeling our emotions and accepting them and understanding them. I think it's a week of patience and a week of maybe these are people in your life and you need to open up to them emotionally as well, is another kind of message I'm getting from these cards. There's some sort of action you need to take this week. And nights are about actions, and maybe you don't feel like you're emotionally ready to move forward, to take these actions. But if you do, you get the world out of it. You really start to see what it is you really want. And I think it's going to be really, really positive. Whatever it is you know you should be doing that you need to do, you need to work your way towards doing that, because to get the world and have that ultimate fulfillment and peace and joy and happiness, and you've got the Ace of Cups, which is such a good fresh start to a creative and emotional project or something in your life. You gotta start moving forward with it. You know, you might want to be at home this week, and maybe a lot of what you need to work through is introspective, where you just kind of need to spend time alone, take some time for some self-care as well, and really take care of yourself to identify what it is you want to move forward with. Alright, pile number 1. I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. If you did enjoy this reading, hit that bell notification so you can be up to date when I post more videos just like this one. As always, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hello, pile number 2. You all picked the Carnelian. So this will be your messages and advice for the week of November 9th through the 15th. We'll start with some oracle cards and end with a few tarot. As always, these readings are general, so take what resonates, leave behind the rest. Let's get started. You've got the Moth Spirit as your first oracle card. Surrender now. Surrender to the flow of the universe. Surrender to how things are. It's not to say that you can't influence and or change or manifest what you want your life to turn out to be. But the moth on the card is a Luna moth, and the Luna moth spends its caterpillar life eating and eating and eating and eating, because once it turns into the Luna moth, it doesn't have a mouth, it can't eat, its sole purpose is to reproduce and then die. You know, Luna moths only live, I think it's maybe a week. They don't live super long. And so, that's their accepted life. They surrender to that knowledge. They know that they will spend their young lives eating in preparation to live as much and as fully as they can for the week or so that they are a butterfly, or a moth, and, fly around and do what they need to do to continue the cycle of life. Now, it's not to say that our lives as people are that, simple. I mean, it is in essence, right? We try to prepare ourselves to live our fullest and best lives. But if we spend our whole lives being afraid of the end, whenever and how that may come, then we're never going to live our full lives. And so it's surrendering to the process, surrendering to life, surrendering to it is what it is. The basics. We eat, sleep, and eventually we die. But it's those moments in between, spending time, making memories, doing things that fulfill us, living each day like it's our last, I don't know why this pile, it's like so deep all of a sudden, but that's just like what I get out of the Moth card, right? It's living in the moment. Surrender now, surrender to the universe. Believe and trust that the universe will guide you to your highest purpose, that it will guide you to be more fulfilled, to live your best life. But you have to surrender to it, especially if you're trying to manifest this in your life. The biggest part to manifesting is surrendering to the universe, allowing the universe to provide what you want to have happen. All right, next card. You've got big happy changes. Yes. All right. So, big happy changes. Hopefully we'll see some more clarity on this card with the tarot. But you've got big happy changes coming for you. Maybe you've been feeling a little stuck. Maybe you've been trying to manifest and working really hard at it. And now it's finally going to come to fruition. Maybe some of those things will start happening. And it's going to bring you really happy, joyous fulfillment. Your next card is financial constraints. Come on, Oracle cards, you're bumming out my reading. Okay, so financial constraints. Even though you might have these big happy things, be mindful of your finances. You might feel energized to go spend money, or maybe you're feeling constrained financially. And that could be part of the surrendering process as well. A lot of times we feel blocked and constrained by money. And it's all about changing your money mindset. You need to go from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset. Believe that you attract money easily. Money comes to you easily and in great amounts. And there's quite a few really, really good books. One of my favorites is You Are a Badass at Making Money. Really great book. Really breaks down kind of our thoughts and the things that get ingrained in us about money and finances, and that, money is evil and blah, blah, blah. It's not, and you just have to believe that you can have all the money and abundance you want. Any constraints you have financially are put there by ourselves and our own limiting self-beliefs. Alright, let's see what the tarot cards say. Let's see what other messages we get for you for this week, pile number 2. Your first card here is your energy this week, and it is the 5 of Cups in reverse. So it's a horse. I couldn't quite figure that out upside down. It looked really weird. So the 5 of Cups in reverse is actually more positive. 5s represent change and moving forward, and the 5 of Cups recognizes that you realize that you've been kind of in this like garbage mindset where you're looking at all the negatives, and now you're starting to turn that around. You're starting to recognize and internalize that you're like, hey, I've been really negative lately. I've been looking at all the spilt cups. I need to look at the positives here. And that's the key to manifesting as well. You need to be thankful. You need to have gratitude. You need to look at the positives. You need to have that positive vibe, positive mindset. Any doubt or negative connotations in your brain, in your thinking, in your mind, will slow down the process of manifesting, or things won't manifest quite the way you want them to. So it's really good that this is your energy this week, that you're really recognizing that you need to shift your mindset to thinking more positively. It's really good. Your next card here is your blocks for this week. You've got the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands, in reverse. This could be a fire sign in your life, blocking you, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or it could be you. The King of Wands in reverse, he's very scattered. He's very lacking energy, lacking confidence, lacking like just general movement as well. The inability to really move forward in a passionate manner. Exceptionally so, because the King of Wands, you think he's at the end and he's in full master, full control of his energy, and when he's reversed, he's just obviously the opposite of that, and very scattered, lacking energy. Be careful of your own energy this week, pile number 2. Don't let yourself get into this spot of being like this King of Wands in reverse. Regain control. Take a break if you need to. Relax. Spend some time recharging. Some of you might need to actually get up and exercise as well. Wands cards often point to those who like to do physical activity and exercising, and maybe you've been slacking a little bit and you need to restart that routine. Your next card is your best advice for this week. You've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This ties right into that financial constraints card. The Four of Pentacles, fours are all about stability and balance and strength. And the Four of Pentacles has to do with our finances and job. And you're feeling a little out of balance. You feel like money's just slipping through your fingers. Be careful of that. Your financial constraints may be because you're spending frugally, or maybe you need to check your bank account. Sometimes it happens to me. All of a sudden I have $50 come out and I'm like, what the heck was that? And it's some random subscription to something that I completely forgot about. And so really double check your finances, really buckle down on them. The Four of Coins is often the card of kind of being too miserly with our money. But we also don't want money just to slip away without us knowing as well. So again, take a look at your finances, see where you're at. Make sure that you're not in financial constraints because of money slipping away, because of carelessness, versus like us creating that miserly feeling. All right, and your last card here is the Four of Wands upright. This is your outcome, end of the week energy. So the Four of Wands, so it's cool that we have 2 fours here. The Four of Wands is energetic and kind of just positive stability. You've got your energy back, you're feeling great, you're moving in the right direction, you feel very stable. It's also the card of twin flames and sometimes marriage, and just kind of like a community feeling, coming together and creating something together. So I really like that this is the outcome after the King of Wands was your block for the week. I think you're going to turn things around and you're going to regain your energy and then finally feel like you're able to move forward with passion into your projects, into work, into your love life, whatever have you, whatever's most important to you right now. feel like I'm talking like 5 million miles per hour. And that's the Wands energy right there. And I think by taking time to really look at your finances and get that stability, get grounded as well. Pentacles are also like being grounded and balanced and stable. Getting that in check will help get other things in check as well. Because oftentimes when we're worried about finances and money, it leaks into other aspects of our life. So by really getting that in control, it will help reinvigorate other parts of our lives. So I think I'm going to end the reading there for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below if this resonated for you. Also hit that bell notification so you do know when I post more videos just like this one in the future. As always, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Hello, pile number 3. You all picked the Chalcedony. This will be your advice and messages for the week of November 9th through the 15th. We'll take a look at a few oracle cards and then finish up with some tarot. As always, these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave behind the rest. Let's get started. Your first card is the Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. This is awesome energy. I feel like I said this in another reading a little earlier. Everyone's really been changing, transforming. This has been a big energy this year. There's been so much to adjust to, so much to change. A lot of our lives have changed in so many different ways, and you're finally, maybe something's really shifting this week for you, pile number 3, where you are owning that butterfly spirit, that transformation. And the word owning like kind of comes to mind because there's like a crown on top of the butterfly. So it's like you are master of your transformation. You created this reality for yourself, and it feels very positive to me. And sometimes transformation and change can be very difficult, but just remember that ultimately all of that change leads to something better, so that way we can rebuild better, so that way we can be happier and live our more fulfilled lives. Your next card says not the right time. So even though you're really going through some transformations here, maybe there's kind of a bigger thing you've been contemplating. Maybe like a move or a job switch or a big travel. That's such a weird way of saying that. A big trip or new relationship or something, and it's just not quite the right time. I don't see it as being like never. It's just be careful, look at all the details. Maybe you'll realize something really wasn't going to work out, or reading contracts. Also, look at the fine print, because it might look like a really good idea right now, but then when you look at the fine print, you're like, oh no, that is not what I thought it was, and it's not the right time for me to do that. Your last oracle card here is Caring Connections. So this could be romantic. It could just be also like a friendship thing. There's people in your lives this week that want to help you, want to care for you, want to take care of you, and want to treat you with the love and compassion that you deserve. Maybe what this not the right time card is saying, maybe this is someone you're interested in, but it's not quite the right time for you to have a full-fledged relationship. But just understand that that person is there for you and will be there for you. Again, this doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. It could just be a friendship or like a platonic relationship. But just know that those connections will be happening for you this week, and that they will be positive. for you and really kind of bring some light into your week. Alright, your first tarot card is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is your energy for this week. The Wheel of Fortune is so positive. There's so much like positive here. The Wheel of Fortune in your energy, again, that transformation. The wheel is turning. Things are working in your favor. Wheel of Fortune often speaks to, I feel like, receiving abundance, and the long wait is paying off. Some of you have been waiting a while for things to manifest, for things to kind of go your way, and they are this week. It's just I feel like it's like a lot of the little things that are just finally going right for you, and they all add up and just make you feel great and positive and energized and just like really awesome feeling, and you feel on top of the world. You feel like everything's going your way, and that's just such a relief. And I think that's like the like energy I'm feeling. Like I'm so excited for you, like I can't even breathe. It's just so good. Let's see what your block is this week. Ooh, so you've got the Three of Swords as your block this week. Some of you, this is often the card of kind of breakup or separation. So I mean, that could be what you're going through, and that could be your block. But it could be leading you to better things. The kind of vibe I get from the imagery on this card, though, is feeling trapped. Like you're ready to grow mentally, right? Because threes are all about growth and moving forward. And so swords are your mental, your thoughts, and everything. And you're ready to grow. You're ready to move forward mentally. You're like ready to be woke, you know. You're just ready to learn. You're ready to expand your mind. But you're feeling constrained, and so like all those like red ribbons wrapped around the swords, they're these like red tape wrapped around your mind, and you're just ready to break free. But in order to break free, it's gonna be painful because you've got like the blood and stuff like dripping off the sword. It's like really brutal imagery, but like it is painful to grow. It is painful to change. Threes are changes and growth, and you know what? You have that butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Change is beautiful. You know what butterflies have to go through to become a butterfly? They literally create a little chrysalis, and they like melt themselves into goo, and then somehow turn themselves into a butterfly. And I can't imagine that isn't completely painless and or pleasant to go through. But in the end, you become that butterfly, you become the better person, but you have to go through this painful release of what you used to think, what you used to be like. So I think that's the real message here, is that in order to truly change our way of thinking, to change and become better people, it is painful. There might be some blood, there might be, you know, loss of friendships, of people around us as well. But in the end, you become that butterfly, you become the better person. And in turn, you're gonna create better connections, like those caring connections here. You become more aware of people who fit your vibe, who think like you do, and that fit what you want out of life more. Yeah. Alright, the next card is your best advice this week. You've got the Hermit in reverse. So the Hermit in reverse speaks to, you need to finish that internal journey, because the Hermit's all about looking inside, going on that journey of like self-reflection, and really to figure out our life's purpose, what we want our lives to look like, all that. And when it's reversed, I feel like it's us coming out of that journey and rationalizing all the things that we've learned on our journey. it's also like an internal thing, and I feel like it ties back to that mental. And also, like, you've got the tortoise representation there, so it's kind of like slow and steady wins the race. You don't have to transform your mind all in one night. You know, take your time, find what lights your fire, find what you need to see change in your life, to succeed, to get your life's purpose, to move forward. I think it's a card of taking action, where it's reversed. You need to start taking action with all the things that you've learned on your introspective journey. Your final card here is the Daughter of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. And this is your outcome end of the week energy. And I feel like this is you really gaining control of your ideal life, an idea, a project. Page of Swords can also represent receiving messages as well. And with the owl there, I feel like these are like signs and synchronicities from your spirit guides, angels, the universe, whatever you believe in. And really just moving forward. You're taking the sword and you've learned and you're moving forward with a plan. And I feel like you've learned from this Three of Swords, this block, and also the Hermit. They kind of go together. Because you're coming out of your shell. You've trapped yourself in these ribbons. And you're gonna break free, as painful as it is. And when you break free, you might have to spend some time, like the Hermit, really ingesting what it is you want and, you know, kind of falling back into your shell. But you're gonna come out of your shell eventually, right? And become the stronger and better person that you've always wanted to be. And so the Page of Swords is finally taking that step, taking that action, and really moving forward with that action, with that plan, having a clear plan, being very clear and concise about what you want out of life, and moving forward. This is a great reading. I feel like this week is going to be good for you, pile number 3. There's a lot of internalizing, there's a lot of struggle, but you're gonna come out on top. I mean, you've got the Wheel of Fortune here, you've got the butterfly, and you've got that Page of Swords, and it's all about keeping moving, keep going on. Transformation isn't overnight, and it's not painless. In order to become the better version of ourselves, sometimes we have to do the things that scare us, and we just need to do that. And sometimes it just, you know, we just decide, we're like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to transform. I'm ready to be the best person that I was meant to be. All right, that's all I've got for you, pile number 3. Hopefully this resonated for you. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below if it did. As always, I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.